I'm here with Keegan Kanzig up there. Last night after the game, we talked to Coach Ryan Huska. He talked about all the goals that were scored, everything that was exciting, but at the end, it ended with who he was the most impressed with. And you were a presence out there. He went into detail about that. He was excited. How does that feel, getting that nod from the coach?
It's great. I mean, that's something, going into the game, I wanted to be a presence out there and wanted to make a difference. And to hear that I had recognition for that, it's a good feeling.
No, getting out there, getting that first hit in, that had to have just knocked your nerves away. How does that work? Just getting that first lick and you're able to play?
Yeah, I mean, you always kind of want to get a big hit or something to get yourself into the game, and it felt good. After you make the hit, it kind of fires you up and gets you ready for the rest of the game.
How do you balance, I don't know if there's pressure there to play the physical game, but how do you balance having that physical side but also making sure you're in position, playing the positions they're asking you to play, and being in front of the net when you need to be, just getting there?
Yeah, it is a tough balance because you can't go running around looking for hits, but at the same time, when they're available, you have to take them and make sure they feel the hit and they don't want to go into the scoring areas again. So yeah, it's tough, and I'm still learning, but I'm trying to improve the best I can to play physical and mean, but still not give up any bad scoring opportunities.
Now for you, if you had to give a replay, what was the moment yesterday that it felt really, really good for you? Can you give me a little bit of a highlight reel, just a moment? You don't have to be humble, but you can, but just give me that moment yesterday that it felt like it was clicking.
Well, I think like you mentioned before that, the first hit when I ran Kitchen into the boards there by our blue line, that kind of that felt good, and like I said, got me fired up for the rest of the game. So
it's pretty cool. I was talking to Bill Arnold as well as Johnny Gaudreau. They get excited for goals, but these guys get just excited for when you get those hits in. You're not going to be that dangling player that scores, but that's got to feel almost as good to get that in.
Yeah, I mean, everything kind of plays like that gets everybody fired up and kind of lifts the bench up a little bit. So if a big hit is what I can do to do that, then I'm going to do it as much as I can and just try and get the bench up and help the guys out.
All right, now finally going into tonight's game, have they given you any tips after the game, what to look at, what to work on, or maybe you've given that to yourself now that you have that first game under your belt? What's your goal?
Yeah, I mean, playing physical I think is going to be a big thing for me again tonight, and playing positionally well. I think staying between the dots is a big thing for me, and protecting the middle of the ice is going to be key.
Do you smile ever?
Yeah, I do.
There it is. Okay, thank you, Keegan Kanzig.
Yeah, thank you.